city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls. Here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
They'll run with his second-year man from ASU, Kalen Balazs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down. Now Balazs. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On first down, it's Rosen. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Balazs. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Check, 27. And what's the leg?
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
It's complete to Parker, left side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Hey, alert, alert.
the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki there to make the grab. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. From the gun, it's Breeze. And some room to maneuver. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
The throw by Breeze complete to Kirkwood. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Toss play, Kamara. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Yellow lady, yellow lady.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Open man is Michael Thomas. First catch for last year's NFL catch leader, and it's a 1st down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
He lost 6 there on the first down play. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that shouldn't be open.
That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. They stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exact...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 75 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get this back to just the 20 with a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Come on, fellas.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point...
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Charles Harris able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. 21-3 is your score after 1. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
13 yards on the play.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And the Saints first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Henry. Watch the backer. Watch the backer.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
It's easy work. It's coming again.
A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Tight down. There you go.
Now it's the backup, Bridgewater. He's going to get this to the rookie. That's Terry Godwin. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
That's another Saints first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. First down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
43. Watch the run. They're running it.
They run from the shotgun with Murray. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Throwing is Bridgewater. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Third and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Rosen will throw. Open man right side is St. Brown. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And now it's Rosen looking. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First down, Dolphins.
Wilson now in his second season in Miami. First 4 years were in Kansas City. He's always been a solid complementary receiver, but Miami really hoping he can take the next step in his development, be more of a go-to guy now at 27 years of age. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
SOS. Check Mike, man, let's go, let's get this.
On the Jets sweep, here's Grant. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
This is caught, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
From the 27, Bridgewater under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to the safety, Rashad Jones.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. By the way, as we expected, most of the starting units out here in the second quarter, so get your 2 deep, your 3 deep, your 4 deep ready for this one.
If you have a particular favorite who wasn't a high draft pick or is an undrafted free agent trying to make the team, this is the time to watch him play and give it his best shot, because most of the starters, you're exactly right, they'll be out of the game watching the rest of the way.
Around the NFL, they're in the second quarter at Lambeau. The Chiefs have opened up a 2-touchdown advantage. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start with a give here to Balaj. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Buying time to his left. Oh, Rosen is stripped to the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Rosen to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Rosen now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Mike, 5-5. Mike.
middle.
I got one.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 27, Bridgewater. And some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Sanders on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Hey, a sidebar worth noting is that preseason cuts have changed. So week 3 that we're in right now, the preseason, I think, what did you say, the roster's going to stay at 90 instead of going down to 75 this year?
That's exactly right, Brandon, because in the past, just what you said, this game here, at the end of week 3, or game 3, you would cut the roster down to 75 and play game 4 just like that. In this case now, though, they're going to be able to keep guys all the way through. So guys who would normally not have a chance to finish out the preseason, they'll get that chance now and get more opportunities to get on tape.
Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27.
25. Monday.
Check 25.
The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On third down, Rosen. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 28-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Hey, let's get in that holes.
Rosen now off the bootleg. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Kalen Balaj out of the backfield. And now it's 2nd down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
They run it with Balaj. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Rosen. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And
rush coming, and he's taken down. Malcolm Brown at 3 bills and some change comes in to drop the hammer.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
They'll run here with Balaj. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
Tight end left. 4 down.
Now it's Rosen.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They'll rifle this one deep right side. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. On first down, Murray. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in more.
They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. DJ Reed, who played in college at Kansas State, made the tackle.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Check. Monday.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rosen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
First down, Dolphins.
Rosen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton, and he'll get this up to about the 40. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rosen, and the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
But no chance to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Let's go. Hard. Switch up.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. And it's caught by Parker. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up the 1st down with his very next run.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 11-yard.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine.
Here's Walton.
Kick.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Let's get it.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They run again with Walton, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short, no gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. The kick by Sanders is good, and that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Charles Harris able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
That's another Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Watch the whip.
After the sack on 1st down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Bridgewater. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
That That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Dolphins on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Rosen. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a carry for Walton. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. And the 2015 first-round pick, Malcolm Brown, brings him down. Well, Charles...